Welcome back to the channel. In the first order of business, there's a lot to do with this car, but the first thing I'm going to do is give it a clean to maintain the consent of my wife and the neighbours to have this parked up outside the house. So I'm going to TFR it, give it a bit of time to soak off, and then give it a good jet wash. Not going to get a tan, I just want to knock off the worst of this dirt and grime. So let's remind what we're looking at, and I'll do a quick time lapse and then we'll talk about next steps after this. So the car's been sat for a few years. It's pretty mouldy, pretty green, pretty grimy. I've opened the sunroof just to air it. I'll close that before I start spraying, but you know, the roof gutters are all full of crap, and again you just need a good quick jet wash and a good quick clean. But you know, other than that, the tyres are holding air, which is brilliant to see. And yeah, I mean, I don't know whether it's going to turn over yet, but we'll get into all of that at the end of the video and I'll talk about next steps. So for now, I'm just going to get on with giving this some TFR, moving my car out of the way. I don't want the insignia to get covered in any more crap. That also needs a wash, but I ain't doing that now. And yeah, we'll just get this looking a little bit better. We'll be able to see the condition of the bodywork a bit better then as well. So this has been soaking in traffic film remover for about 5 to 10 minutes, starting to dry for a little bit. I don't want it to dry on the car. You can agitate it to get stuff off, but because there's so much crud, I don't want to scratch the paint any more than it is. So I'm just going to spray it off now with a jet spray, have a look at it, and then snow foam it. So just using a basic Karcher K2 jet spray, got a little snow foam cannon there. I'm just using a variable wand, which is an aftermarket one. Don't use a dust or a dust blaster, you know, the kind of thing you'd use to clean patios, because that really will damage your car. And of course, make sure you've got your electrics running separate to your waters, and my water's coming over there, my electrics are over there. It's all going to stay out of the way. All you do is keep it high. You see that bit dirt there, what's the whole thing? You pull the trigger. That's gone. Now I want you to keep it high and point, keep the angle down like that until you do some bottom grips there, yeah? So already we're looking a lot better. I mean, by no means is this even close to clean, but we can start to see the extent of the damage. I mean, will I respray this? Will I just get a new bonnet? There are some stone chips as well. Bonnet's straight enough though. Might just sand down, repaint and top coat it. This side is looking okay. A little bit of a scuff on the front of the bumper, but that even just looks like paint transfer, so that'll polish out. So that's fine. No big issues around here. I know the back of both sills is going. That doesn't look too bad, to be fair. That's probably treatable and patchable. I'll probably weld it anyway, but yeah, not too worried about that. Little bit of light scabbing, nothing too bad, can treat that. And just a little bit on the inner wing, but nothing by any stretch that's bad. Back is okay. The rubbers don't look great, but mind you, they're just wet, so maybe they are okay. Obviously need a new rear wiper, so look into that, but it's pretty straight. The back's okay, still filthy. This side the scabbing's a lot worse, so yeah, I mean, if I hadn't caught this now, I think we'd be in for a much more expensive repair, but we can turn that around. That's not too bad. And actually the rest of this wheel is pretty straight, pretty good, happy with that. And this side again, it's pretty good. There's a little bit of a scrape here, that's gone into the paint, but again, it's quite low, so we can probably do something with that. Pretty happy. Again, little touch in there. It's not rusting, and a bit of paint transfer off there. It looks like it's clipped something. Overall, it's not too shabby. This scuttle is in excellent condition. I was really worried about this. I thought it'd be rotten through, but it's in really good nick. And again, the roof's okay. The paint looks really flat. It looks like it might be damaged. It's been sitting under a layer of grime for ages with the sun beating down on it and bird poo and acid and all that, so that might be an issue. But yeah, I've not sprayed it as much as I'd like to, because the neighbours have got a new car and I don't want to put crap on their car. This is about keeping neighbours happy, not annoying them. So I'm going to snow foam it now, and then we'll see what it looks like after I've jet washed it again. So snow foamed, and this demon foam is pretty rubbish. It mostly ends up on the floor, to be honest, so I've gone round and just agitated it to make sure we're getting some lift off of the dirt. So you see, I've done everything in straight lines, try not to put any swirl marks in, but I ain't detailing this car, I'm just trying to get it approximately clean. This bonnet scraper is looking horrendous the more I look at it. I'm amazed there's no hole in that bonnet. So yeah, give it a jet wash now and see what we're saying. So if you consider what we started with, this is looking pretty remarkable. I mean, it isn't even clean yet. There's still a fair bit of grime on there, but I am really happy with how this is looking. Much more presentable, much tidier. It's going to be much nicer to work on. Yeah, good. Okay, so what next? Right, so I'm going to do the interior. I'm not going to do it now because I'm losing light. I've cleaned the door shuts and reminded myself that there's lots of little things been and living in here. There's little bitey plastic bits, there's bits of newspaper chewed up in the boot. There's at least been a mouse in there. I don't know what's been living in there. It's going to be a bit grim. So I'm going to take the seats out and give it a proper clean, give it a proper wet vac, and then after that we'll start working on mechanicals, because at the end of the day, if this car is as good as I think it is, it's not far off an MOT and I'm going to want to use it. And if I do find anything super bad, then at least I'll have an interior that perhaps I can part out. Although I don't want to do that. I'm really happy as well with these tyres. All four of them are holding air and the tread on them is amazing. It's brilliant. I haven't checked the manufacturing dates yet, but they've certainly not been sat flat. So yeah, I mean, that's 200-300 quid saved on the Renault. So yeah, this is the bootstrap ban. I don't want to spend a penny on it, but I don't need to. So as much as I can use, I'll reuse. But the key thing here is to get it back on the road. And in this kind of condition, I mean, once I've cleaned this properly, done the interior, touched in some of those paint issues, sorted the bonnet out, given it a polish, oh, it's going to look something. That is 1990s in your face. Absolutely love it. See you on the next one.